All right. Would you rather accidentally sit on a chair covered in tacks or spill hot coffee on yourself while in your underwear, just underwear?
Now, David, you've fallen in thumbtacks, yes?
I have.
And you would say thumbtacks?
Sitting on them's pretty intense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't do the burn. I don't like hot stuff.
I
I've been
have
burned from it.
I have spilled coffee on myself while in my underwear while doing my show. And it was very miserable and took a while to heal. And I feel like the tacks will give you pain, but once you pull them out and put a little aloe on it, it'll be better. So I'm going to choose the tacks.
Aloe. Okay. Yeah. Sounds all right. All right. Here's the next one. Would you rather work for Eric Bischoff or work for Titus Sinclair?
Definitely Eric Bischoff. He's in the film. He's a brilliant guy. I really love Eric. I think he's a world-class guy. Really wonderful. We produced a 3D short too. It's like after wrestling, the first time. Really, I love that dude.
All right, Eric Bischoff. And RJ?
I'm going to say Eric only because I think Titus is really over-accessorized, similar to David. He's got a lot going on.
Yes, he does. It was, in his defense, it was like the New Mexico kind of like time and style.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping to see David in a cowboy hat very soon. I think you could rock the cowboy hat.
He's got multiple. He's going to get it. You said the magic word. Why did you do that? What is wrong with you? You know not to say cowboy hat around David Arquette.
Ooh, yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Now,
there you go.
Love it.
I mean, it really does work with the beard. I should probably be wearing this cowboy hat all the time. Maybe not this one because it's got all the bedazzles on it.
I like the bedazzles.
Very fancy.
It's a
normal hat.
Oh, it's a Stetson.
It's a nudie who's a famous Western wear.
Nice.
I'd say it's more of a formal cowboy hat.
I'll tell you something. I would rather work for Titus or Eric Bischoff before I would work for David Arquette in a cowboy hat.
I think it really brings out his calves. All right.
Let's go to our next one. Would you rather have a new musical of Shark Boy and Lava Girl 3D or Scream? Those are the new musicals you get to pick that are going to go to Broadway. It's got to be one or the other.
Oh, man. I don't know. I just think I want to see Shark Boy and Lava Girl on Broadway. I just want to see the special effects and all the fun. It would be the best fun for my kids.
That is true.
That's what I do. Or I do the Scream the musical. Or just be like the sad guy who does it like in Vegas, maybe. Who like, you come in, somebody's died. I'm the deputy in this town. You all stay here, but don't say you'll be right back.
As long as you get that wonderful entrance applause. When someone's like, "Oh, who's at the door?" It's Officer Dewey, and then you walk in, you go, "Here I am," and then just everyone, and then you nod to the audience and you be like, "Thank you, I know, I'm aware."
Yeah, I've work to do here. Yeah.
What about you, RJ?
Does that mean you want to Scream one?
I think I want Shark Boy and Lava Girl because I think commercially speaking, all the elements are there.
I think you would be a good Shark Boy too.
Yeah, I think I was. I think it's just a visually more stunning property.
True, and I could dye the other half of my hair and maybe Lava Girl it up. Who knows?
There you go.
Endless possibilities. All right, here's my next one.
Excellent musicals.
All right, what's the next one? Oh, there's a dog. Okay. Would you rather receive a 1-star rating from Dave Meltzer or bomb on stage doing stand-up?
I think I've done both.
Which one was less painful, I guess, that you would rather do again?
I don't read any like real reviews anymore. I mean, I used to, but yeah, I'm gonna go with bombing on stage just because I'm scared of Dave Meltzer and his huge biceps.
Oh,
I would rather sit in thumbtacks and spill coffee on myself than bomb on stage. It's so personal. It's very soul destroying. And Dave, whatever. If he says something nice, that's nice. But if he says something bad, it's not the end of the world. He said bad things about some wonderful wrestlers, so I feel like you'd at least be in good company. But the stand-up is so at least I could blame it on my opponent.
True, exactly. All right, next one.
Yeah, let's do the next one. Would you rather spend a day with Sydney or spend a day with Cindy? Obviously, Sydney from Scream and Cindy from Scary Movie.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, I like the silliness of the Scary Movies. So, a world I'd want to live in much rather the fake one where people aren't really getting killed than the real one.
Good point. What do you think, RJ?
I would rather spend a day with Sidney Poitier.
Not one of the options.
That man.
So if I had an option, if there's an option C, that would be that for me.
That's always option C.
Well,
yeah.
Option A.
funny you should mention that, RJ. Funny you should mention that, RJ. I recently worked with Sidney Poitier Jr., the female Sidney Poitier, and she was wonderful. It was for a show called Carter that Jerry O'Connell stars in.
Oh, yeah.
Where I played myself. And I talked about wrestling quite a bit.
I actually was just speaking to Christian Brune, who stars with Jerry O'Connell in that. Isn't that nice? Isn't that wonderful?
See,
You're saying
we do. No, we try to drop. You guys can join in. Drop a name.
LeVar Burton.
Oh, very good.
I had some of his bourbon.
We could
He gave
throw
me his
LeVar.
bourbon.
Wait a minute. LeVar Burton has bourbon?
Backstage in the green room.
Oh, I thought you made it sound like he has his own line of bourbon out.
I really think he should.
What would it be called?
Well,
Burton
LeVar Bourbon.
LeVar Bourbon. It's so
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my God, that's so good.
Yeah.
He does like his bourbon though.
I want some LeVar Bourbon. All right. Next, would you rather? Would you rather tag team with Jimmy King or tag team with Jerry the King Lawler?
I have done both. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. No, I took a pile driver from Jerry the King Lawler, and it was no joke. Pile drivers hurt when you spike yourself by accident.
Oh.
So yeah, I'd rather do it with Jimmy King, because Chris Canyon was really Jimmy King, and that's who would really probably be doing the wrestling.
Okay. RJ?
And even if it wasn't Canyon doing the wrestling, I would still rather team with Oliver Platt. I think he would be an interesting tag team partner.
Yeah, totally.
I would agree with that.
I'm sorry, my dog.
All right, how about our next one? Is this our last one? I don't remember.
No.
Okay. Would you rather wrestle someone who was wearing smelly gear or do a scene with someone who has bad breath?
Oof.
Both vile, but
Bad breath. Smelly gear is hardcore.
Yeah, bad breath is fixable. Have some gum, have some mouthwash. Bad gear is like, listen, you got to take this off and you got to go do a whole thing to it. It's an unmistakable, really, a smell, you know?
God.
So I think bad breath can come and go. It's an easier fix.
Okay. But just don't ask RJ City for gum, because
No,
Apparently that's
No.
very personal.
everyone should keep gum to themselves.
what about mint?
You know, he chews about 8 pieces at a time.
8 at a time?
It's not a joke. Look at his shame. Look, he's filled up and trying to hide the shame.
I have the whitening
Yes,
gum.
It's shameful how much gum you chew.
I have the whitening gum, and they say you should at least chew 2 at a time
Okay.
to get the effect.
Does like
Double?
4 or 6. I'm not getting 6 pieces of gum at once. I don't know how you can fit them in there.
It's-
Then he'll say something about me eating habanero, ghost pepper peanuts or something.
Oh, yeah, we went to a 7-Eleven, and he bought habanero ghost pepper peanuts and a Red Bull and 2 Halloween masks for some reason.
Huh? What
Wow.
masks?
They were
You
just
always need
random
a
masks. Oh, obviously, as the guy in the cowboy hat just said, you always need a costume.
Got it.
I mean, when the opportunity presents itself, you just got to go for it sometimes.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me. All right, let's do the next one. Would you rather have to sing along to every song you hear or dance along to every song you hear?
You have to.
Yeah.
God. I'd say sing. Because,
Sing?
I mean, well, I'd do dance because you'd stay in great shape. Yeah, I'd do dance.
The cardio.
But I was sing because when you're too exhausted, it would be the worst thing to have to get up and dance.
Okay.
I often feel like I do sing along to every song I hear. I know a surprising amount of songs. And I enjoy singing them. And I think if you sing passionately enough and from your diaphragm, it could be an excellent workout also.
Very important. Always from your
Hey,
diaphragm.
maybe you sing and I dance.
Yes, and then we could take the show on the road. We're restarting vaudeville, by the way.
Love it.
What's it? Oh no.
Let's
Oh,
hear it.
there you go.
Oh, pardon me, miss, but I've never done this with a real live girl. Pardon me, miss, but oh Lord. Okay, they got the gist.
Oh
Very
my
good.
God. So
We did it,
glorious.
guys.
That was
Thank
great.
you. Thank you.
Oh, that just
Did it,
made my
guys.
millennium.
Oh yeah.
Holy heck. All right, next.
All right. Would you rather go to space with Gonzo or with the Swedish Chef?
Well, I know the man behind the Gonzo. Amazing. What's his name? Dave something. Dave Wilcox? No, that's another Dave.
Well, let's say it's
Dave
Dave
does
Wilcox
the
for the
voice of
purposes
Gonzo.
of this.
But so yes, Gonzo. I did a film too with Gonzo. A couple films.
This is why we asked David, because we researched. And we wanted to include you.
But I think my friend Bill Beretta does the Swedish Chef. I'm not sure. So I could hang out with either one of those guys. But if you go to space, it'd have to be Gonzo. He's from space.
There you
Very true.
The hard thing about the Swedish Chef is that more than one person plays him at once because he's two hands and, of course, then the mouth, right? So when somebody says, I play the Swedish Chef, you got to be, yeah, but are you the hands or are you the mouth? You want to know these things. But no, I'd have to go with Gonzo. A Swedish Chef is ultimately useless in space.
But what about space
What about-
food?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you freezer dry it. He makes it months before. You do what the astronauts do. They used to sell it in the museum, the freeze-dried strawberries, ice cream, things of that nature. And then you set. You pack it like a little lunch.
Pack it like a little on. Did you guys watch the shuttle take off? The dragon?
Yeah.
That's pretty remarkable,
I
huh?
love it. It was very incredible.
I just love that they have a dragon as their zero-G indicator. It's like a little stuffed dragon. It's adorable.
Oh, we lost him.
He's going to come back with a spaceship? Or
Or a dragon.
I'm going to say a helmet. Like
Okay,
a
do we wanna take
NASA. Let's take bets on what David's going to come back with.
All
I'm
right.
hoping it's a dragon of some kind. That's my hope.
This is the space costume I made for my kids.
I knew it.
Oh, yeah.
And now, wait a minute. Some people do call him, when he has this on and the cowboy hat, some people do call him
Don't say
a
it.
space
Don't say
cowboy.
Yeah.
It's there.
So calling again.
What?
Oh, man.
Wow.
And now, what did you make it out of? Is that a beekeeper's net? What are you?
That was my question.
Yeah. Like a weed whacker thing.
That's amazing.
Now, is it functioning? Like, can we take it to space?
Say what now?
I was wondering if it was a functioning mask.
Not really. No. You
Not
couldn't really
safe.
take it into space.
Okay.
But I do have a Russian astronaut's one.
You do?
I do.
That's so cool.
Just in case you have to go to space.
Just in case, you know.